Till now we have seen theoretical part of QoS. Now let's start with the default quality of service in SAP Integration Suite, which is best effort. This is the simplest message delivery mechanism. SAP makes only one attempt to deliver the message. If the receiver is available, the message is delivered to successfully. If the receiver is unavailable due to network issues, server downtime, endpoint failure, SAP does not retry and the message is lost. So here the sample example I'm saying, like this is one sender receiver using Postman. I'm sending data to iFlow like SAP integration. Then from here to it is going. So if the receiver is available, the data will be going easy. If it is not available, it will be failed. There is no retry mechanism in best effort. Okay, we can see in practically now. So same structure I have created here. So I'm giving some working endpoint for HTTP receiver now. So we can just deploy and try to send in data from Postman. This is Postman. I'm using authentication from our CPI authentication. This is client ID and client sync. How we will get, I will tell you in our coming sessions. Just a sample data I have placed in body like employee name, employee ID. I'm trying to send it. Okay. We'll see it is working or not. Yeah, it is working, but here we can see, yeah, it is coming. So the data is passing to receiver. You can see the data is passing to receiver. Same data we are seeing here, right? So by intentionally I'm changing this receiver's address. So endpoint will be wrong endpoint I'm placing here. So because of that, definitely it will be failed and it won't retry. It won't retry. I'm just saving it and deploy. And sending Postman, from Postman sending data, it is showing 500 error. What is the error we are seeing here? See the receiver part, we are seeing error. You can see the error. HTTP operation failed. This one with success code 3 not. So redirection, it is not working. So now like we intentionally make the receiver unavailable by changing the endpoint URL. When I send the same request again, the SCP receiver fails. Notice that SAP immediately marks the message as failed. It doesn't retry because best effort doesn't guarantee delivery, right? So imagine you are calling a weather API or public news API. If API temporarily unavailable, it's acceptable to try again later manually. Losing one request isn't critical. That's why best effort is suitable for non-critical integrations. Best effort provides highest performance because there is no persistence or retry logic. However, message delivery isn't guaranteed. Okay, we can go for next one. The next type of QoS is at least once. Now let's see this. QoS guarantees that message reaches the receiver. If the receiver is temporarily unavailable, SAP stores the message in a JMS queue and keeps retrying until delivery success. Okay, we can see that sample example we are placing JMS in between. So we can see how it will be. I have created 4 types in same integration. However, modify the versions. So we can go the second version at least once. Here you are seeing different versions. I'm going at least once version now. Okay, I'm opening it. I'm just trying to deploy. Okay, and sending same data from Postman. You can see how it is. So it is the receiver, it is failed. Now see, unlike best effort, this solution contains two integration iflows. The first iflow receives message and stores in JMS queue. The second iflow reads the message from JMS queue and sends to the receiver. Think JMS is waiting room. If the receiver isn't available, the message waits safely inside queue instead of being lost. So receiver fail, right? I'm see here that producer flow completes successfully because the message has already been stored in the JMS queue. So the consumer flow tries to deliver the message since the receiver is unavailable, but SAP doesn't discard the message. It's automatically retries based on JMS configuration. So we can see what is the change we need to place it. Okay, we need to change it. Then we can try. For the practically explained, I'm just updating correct URL and it will be deployed now. So it will be reached. We are sending the data. See, here it is reached, and after that it is reached here. So from here to here it is saved, and from there it will be picking and complete the task. So this is all we can see. One important point is at least once guarantee delivery, but doesn't guarantee only one delivery. If a retry happens after the receiver already processed the request, duplicate business process like duplicate records are possible. Therefore, the receiver application should be idempotent. So customer creation, employee synchronization or order processing are common use cases. In much better to receive duplicate data than a lose to important business information. So at least once guarantee delivery, but duplicate processing is possibilities there. Okay. So this is fine. Next we can go with now we will discuss exactly once. Many beginners misunderstood this QoS. Exactly once ensures that the same message affected by retries or transport failures isn't processed multiple times in supported scenarios. A common misunderstanding is that sending the same payload twice from postman should be blocked. That's not how exactly once works. So I can go with this example how we can work on that. Just I will open the version related to exactly once. So I will send the payload. Before that I need to change this endpoint related to third one, and also I can just I need to deploy this. Once it is deployed, okay, I will just send the data from postman. Yeah, it is done. We can see how it works. It is working fine. Message is processed successfully. We send same payload again. Twice the process will be happen. I can try to send one more time. I can change nothing. I change duplicate prevention, right? It will be sending. Why it is sending? There are two different message IDs will be generated because of that. Both are processed in real time. Also, if you send duplicate like send same message, it will process, but you need to if the message ID or something like sales order ID, invoice ID, if it is same, it won't process, it will be stopped. So duplication will be stopped. Okay, because I created here completely separate HTTP requests, SAP treats them as two independent separate business requests, so it is processed. Exactly once is designed for transport level duplication prevention. Imagine a network interruption occurs after the sender terminates a message. The sender returns because it doesn't know whether the receiver processed it or not. Without exactly once, the receiver could process the same transport message twice. Exactly once prevents these particular scenarios. How we can say, like real-time example, consider a payment of 10,000. Payment request is accidentally processed twice a retry. The customer could be charged twice. Exactly once help prevent duplicate processing caused by message retries. If the same customer intentionally submit payment twice, exactly once won't stop it, because application must be implemented duplicate validation using order IDs, payment IDs, invoice numbers, or similar business keys like keys. So exactly once prevents duplicate delivery caused by retries, not duplicate business requests submitted intentionally. So this is about exactly once. Now we are going to be discuss about exactly once in order. So this finally we are discuss exactly once in order. This is the most reliable quality of service because it's combines duplicate prevention with guaranteed message in sequence. Some business process depend on order of events. Processing message in wrong sequence can cause serious business errors. So example, we can say, suppose employee is created, employee details are created, it needs to be updated, it needs to be promote, or it needs to be terminate. Anything needs to be first employee need to be there. But before employee update, it will be directly promote update or terminate update. It is in the sequence, it is not good, right? So in this case we can use this quality of service exactly once in order. So how we are implementing in business scenario, we can see here. I'm opening and just deploy again. So I will send uh, 4 requests at a time. It will be process all 4 in order. Suppose one by one I can send 1, 2, and send 4 business, when 4 messages it will process. All of them process. See, all of them process. You can see the last message. You can get the details here. See the last one I given this one. See, you can see the employee ID 1005. So all of them processed one by one. It's a sequential order. Everything is a sequential order. So in message processing, we can able to see that in our next classes, how we can monitor sessions and how we are seeing messages and all I can explain in separate classes. So example here, the 4 quality of services, best effort is 1 attempt only, at least once, retry until success, exactly once prevent duplication processing caused by retries, exactly once in order prevents duplicate and preserves sequence. So we can choose whatever we require. Choosing the correct quality of service depends on entirely business requirement. If speed is most important, use best effort. If guaranteed delivery matters, choose at least once. If duplicate processing caused retries must be avoided, exactly once will help us. If we need to duplicate prevention as well as we need to send the messages in sequence order, exactly once in order is the right choice. So it will be purely business requirement, and quality of service is very important topic, and please try to understand. And if you have any questions or doubts or concerns, please comment. And if you like my video, do like and do subscribe to my channel Nextgen SAP Integration. Alongside, please share with the people who are interested to learn SAP CPI. Thank you for the day.